Uh, well, looks like it's the 12th of January, almost a year until Trump got or had his inauguration, which I think at the day after inauguration, where they had the women's march, really spoke highly. I guess I want to see what I'm eating. Breakfast, egg, and Omaha um, hamburger, but it's like having a steak, so I figure I'll have it. But so it looks like the Republicans will go along with anything that Trump does because Trump said he'll sign anything. And I really think from the things that he has signed, he really does sign anything. He has really no clue. And now, not only is he is he crazy, but he's playing stupid too. Now you're gonna play stupid. So like that's one thing. If you notice, Trump he can't help but tell his plan. You ever know like a lot of con artists, especially narcissistic ones, they'll drop hints of what they're doing, but the thing is, excuse me, a lot of the people that are around him are criminals, and Trump didn't have millions of dollars. And if he would have went along with whatever they were telling him in the beginning, when they was letting him know that they know that Russia interfered and helped him get elected, if he wouldn't have went along with it, he'd probably be making more money than he could. Well, now he's trying to make money off of being a president. His daughter, she thinks she's gonna really get Hillary, and Hillary's a lady of a certain age. She done lived her life. She done been in the White House. She's a grandma. So, Ivanka worried about, and Trump and then worried about doing something to Hillary, you know, well, I think that's funny. Because Hillary's liked and Trump's not liked. People like Hillary. That know her, they like her. They say she's very smart, she learns quick. At least that's what Elizabeth Warren said. She's a quick study, she learns quick. She did quite well in school. So, and I'm not being braggadocious on her, but, you know, that's the only thing that's probably in our favor is that con artists and racist white people, they'll keep continuing. This is like those phone call people. You say something to them, those con artists on the phone, and they'll keep calling you, and they'll keep calling you, and they'll call you like, I'll get like up to at least 3 from the same person a day. They just have different numbers. But they all have to pay a phone bill. Why are they so fucking smart? Thinking, oh, nobody could find them. Phone company could find you when they want to see the fucking bill, I guarantee you. So, a lot of times that's just how that works. You know, some of us are not police or FBI. You know, but, you know, we all have, this is a capitalist society. We all have to pay our bills. Follow the money. And if you follow Trump's money, you find a person that's involved with prostitution, that's involved with embezzlement, blackmail, and that's the main reason why his casino fell. He played all these little games with his little friends, and they're just swiping money off. You know, the Russians around, they just, you know, he could generate money by getting loans, and even if he files bankrupt, I'm sure they got their money. Or they're gonna get their money. And just like they wanted to see the Republicans take down the United States. How much better is it if it's your own people doing it? For whatever reasons. Be it the money they get from their lobby. Because, you know, a lot of these corporations, let's just face it, a lot of their stuff is manufactured overseas. It's not manufactured here. So, when you have that type of situation, white people gave away their power. White people were very, very upset that black people were making money. I'm still hungry. Think about making bread. That black people was making money. And when they was up in Detroit, when they went up to these other, like New York, Chicago, Boston, and they were making money. And they're in the manufacturing industry. And back those days, mother and father, the kids they left the house knowing more than how to have sex and playing sports. You know, a lot of their schools was not really, you know, they did a lot at home. They cooked food at home. And, I'm still hungry. They cooked food at home, and, kids learned how to cook. You know, and like the men that I know, like on my mom's side is Bahia, they know how to cook too. My one uncle, I think, he wasn't the one that went to Korea. Uncle Roy, he dead now. He went to World War II. And don't believe like white folks when they tell you, oh, America is only their history, because that's just a damn lie. The histories of the people that's here. And black folks was here, and we went to war. You know what I'm saying? And when the black platoon showed up, that I've heard like some, you know, like a lot of people, they were saying like it was like seeing angels showed up because they were just different than white folks because of the way that, not because of the where they come from. It's just that back then they had really sweeter mothers to them. And life is gonna be tough, so why shouldn't you have a good childhood? You know, before all the propaganda whooping them and the other Jim Crow type of mentality that we see in black folks today. You know, that wasn't really black people's culture. Wasn't really beating and raping their children, was not anything that they could comprehend because it just wasn't something that they did. It's just something that was introduced to them when they got around Caucasian, white folks, European people that invaded their land and, um, hit them to torture, it make them feel small. Anyway, I digress. I think I'm not even following. Well, I guess I got very upset today because it's all over the internet, all over the news that Trump has said that, why are we getting these people from this shit, like, oh, I can't remember exactly the wording they used, but he's sending out Texas that way, actually. But of countries that in Africa, a country like Hades, why, and one in South America, mm. But he's just talking bad about countries where black and brown people are from. Like I know when I was in Texas, those Mexicans, like they were being very racist and sort of nasty, thinking, because like, hey, they're just like in their mind they're 2 generations away of being white. And I told one female, like, if you fuck your way there, you ain't, but you know what I'm saying. And there was, and they like having white women. They want to have white babies. For a lot of reasons. Because there's a lot of criminals that do come up out of Mexico, or a lot of decent people who come up and meet criminals up here in the United States that is going to try to make money off of them, but not the legal way, overcharging them for housing, taking kickback from work, So it's not really all that smart, really, for them to come to the United States. But they were on the illusion that we're Spanish, we're better, we're closer to white. Only if you light skin and you got Chinese hair or cat hair, one or the other. Oh, you got some Chinese hair. But anyway, well, now there's a big thing about Trump being a racist. This guy, he done badmouth Mexicans. What is it? We need to get rid of him over the 25th Amendment. The Republicans are not going to do that. So we see where the Republicans stand. They are not standing with the United States people. If you're not standing with the United States people, you're standing against us. You know what I'm saying? If your policies and what you're doing up in Washington, in the House or the Senate, is causing more harm and damage to the American people and destroying our Constitution, I think that I think the Russians and Chinese are very smart because they know that money talks and bullshit walks. So all they gotta do is just fan some money over at them and I'm trying to make this boil and they can sell us out. They can sell us out to the pharmaceuticals, and jeopardize Americans' health. And that is something they're going to do. I don't remember if I'm supposed to have a lid. This is grits. So, 1 cup of water, you get 3 of these. And slow cook and dress water, reduce cover. Yeah. So, you get grits. But anyway, I sort of feel very disgusted. This president is very shameful, very disrespectful. And then, I go to my yard, I'm going to have to talk to those boys back there, especially Eric, and explain to him it's not a fucking cut. You know what I'm saying? Because he kept calling, me coming through my yard is a cut. I didn't say nothing, but it's not a fucking cut because like I own the back 3 lots, and then I got these up here, and if I go through it, it's because I'm on my fucking property. They go through it, they get fucking lost. I took off my no trespass. Oh well. Yeah. But people are disgusting. And it's so bad here in the South and in Memphis. It's a damn shame. It's a disgrace what they do to women, and I think it's like I'm all for Oprah in 2020, but in my other mind is we don't have the people that were running. I don't know. Um, I know now that the Republicans, the way that are going towards, hold on, the way they're governing, you know, when they acting like they're against government and being part of government, it's a little crazy. It's a little chaos. 5 to 7 minutes, and it's 6:01. So in the morning, or yeah, that's 6. So, oh my god, I'm so upset. And we were supposed to have a meeting over here, and the lady had called me, and and she never told me who. Like, I asked her name, she told me her name, but she I thought she was with. Anyway, she was with the neighborhood, and I pretty much went off on her because because the money we were supposed to get for a flood we had in 2011, I thought it was May 2010. That's what I have on the pictures and everything, but they're saying April 2011. I'm like, whatever, they're all crazy, but so we got $60 million for 3 places, and they're saying, oh, they're only going to get. Well, see, the neighborhood people, they had the one representative of Ford, and this is the Ford. I don't know what's wrong with this Ford, but you could tell that he has what a lot of kids were born with at that time, some type of HD type of. I just noticed around the eyes, there's a lazy eye, the way he's looking. And it's not because of the lazy eye, it's the whole package, you know. He was there. He wants that. There, right next to the high school, there's a clinic. I walked in there one day, and the lady acted real fucked up, and so they don't need a clinic there because, you know, you know what I'm saying? If the nurse, because they don't need, they have a clinic up on Third, but they have this Christian clinic. Oh, what they need is they have a clinic. What they need is they need to insist on paying the doctors as much as they take out on the insurance or something. You know what I'm saying? The doctors, they're all getting anyway. They got great doctors up at the for the children at the children's hospital, but you just think you're gonna take it out on everybody else. So we'll see what happens. They need to go ahead and speed up the investigation. But the problem is that was what I'm sort of getting to about the money, following the money. If you and Trump's money's been in prostitution, of course everybody knows real estate. He's been on TV too, and he's been a contractor, and he sells out in his name. So, and he's also a landlord. He's and up to before he got his job on The Apprentice, which was just a TV show that was a giant commercial to sell other stuff, and highlight new items with different stars, and each star has to figure out a way to, make money to win or whatever. It's different things, but it's not anything. So basically, it was a TV show that was a commercial. So he was already a giant fraud. It was already a commercial. But up until before he got that job, he was actually broke, destitute, um, because the way he does business. He's not a good businessman. He's never been a good businessman. That's why the Russians came in, and he, decided to laundry money with these Russian oligarchs by getting them up in his apartments, and then they get a visa, for a certain amount of time to be here. Anyway, let me get off of here. I'm getting ready to eat.